Thanks for joining us. So we have Prashant here today from Spheron. Your workshop will be on how to host a hackathon user face on decentralized cloud in 3 minutes. Prashant, I'll let you take the stage. Thanks.
Hey, awesome, let me walk everyone through here, like how to go ahead and host your application on a decentralized network. So there are a couple of, I'm not going to share a slide here, but I would love to jump directly into demoing like how exactly you can do that. I'll try to cover some of the important aspects of this Spheron, which is going to help most of the people who are building into this particular hackathon hosting their user interface. And I would highly encourage everyone to go and use a lot of features into it, because we have built this by keeping developers into our head. So you are going to love all of those features which are there. So starting with the Spheron, so you just have to go at spheron.network, click on deploy. The moment you do so, you will get 3 repositories which we are currently supporting: GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. And just go and click like from where your repository is currently. Click on that. The moment you do that, you'll be able to log into the system. There are a couple of things which you should be aware about Spheron. Once you log into, there are some tabs which you should definitely go and check it out. It's called members. Member is one of the interesting features which we have built into Spheron to allow your team members who are remotely present to participate and collaborate with you for deployment or for doing anything around the Spheron itself. Just go ahead and invite your teammate or the person whosoever you wish to invite. And then during the invitation, you might also find one more thing. If you are not a pro member, you might get something error. With the error will be like, you're not a pro member and you have to upgrade. In that case, go to Spheron faucet, claim some USDT, USDC DAI, or whatever you need to go and claim that. And once you are done, come back again, go to billing, and click on upgrade here. So for me, it is not coming up because I'm already in the pro version. But for you, it will be like, it will coming up as an upgrade option. So upgrade your plan and you should be able to use invite your teammates as well. So this is one of the interesting features which we have. I'd love everyone should go and check it out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy an open source web application, which is built by some of our friends, and we are going to see how exactly it can be done. The first thing you have to do is click on new project. If you have not attached your product yet from the GitHub, you have to just go and click on new project, go and select your repository where exactly your repository is, and then again go and click whatever repository you want to launch and select wherever you wish to launch. So for example, if I want to launch a Filecoin, go and do that, choose it, and you will find there are a couple of things which are pre-filled for me, like framework will be pre-filled. So if we are supporting that framework, it will just automatically pick it up and it will by default show it here. And then there is a branch which you can go and choose. Let's say if I want to deploy from test dev branch, or if I want to deploy from main branch, root directory, and all these configurations. And one of the interesting new feature which we have put forward is the node versions. So we, during our bug hunt program, there are a lot of programs which we run at Spheron. We found a lot of people were running different versions of the node and their build was happening in different versions. So we went ahead and we said, like, let us introduce all those compatible node versions into our platform itself. And here we are. So now you can go and use 12, 14, and 16 node versions. And apart from that, if you have any environment variables which you are passing in during your build time, you can also go ahead and do so as well. So this is how simple it is to go and set up your initial first configuration. And once that is done, you just have to click on deploy. And the moment you do that, what it does, it just starts building your application and starts deploying. Now I'll try to show you some of the major features using which you can automate your entire task as well. Once you install your GitHub app into your repository, you'll also allow us to build your repository on the runtime as well. What does that mean? if you see here, there's a blue orange kind of a dot which is coming up, which is showing like there's a deployment which is currently in the progress, and it is happening now, which I have recently deployed. Now let's do one thing is I'm going to change my branch, let's say test dev branch, and I'm going to make some changes into my README file to see and to basically make sure like every time whenever we make a commit, the deployment should happen. And the moment I say commit changes, it should go back. And if you check here, you will find there's a one more deployment got into pending state. And this is the deployment which I have just now triggered it. And this is how easy it is. And if you see this particular deployment has been deployed from the test dev branch with the commit ID of D832961. And if you open that, this is the changes which I have done. So what I was trying to show you is it is as easy as it sounds. You can also automate your entire deployment experience from the GitHub directly. Not only that, let's imagine you might be building two kind of environment. The one where you might be running your production environment where you are going to submit your user interface to the ETHGlobal team or to your team members to look around, and there will be a development environment in which you might be working on. So you can easily go and set up your both the environments, both production and development environments from Spheron user interface directly. So what you have to do is go into the settings and go into deployment environments. And if you see here, I already have two environments set up, which is called production and development. Now, it might, so your requirement must be around, let's say if my production, during my production time, I want my main branch to be utilized and I want it to be get pointed to, let's say rweave, right? And go ahead and save that. The moment you save it, and the next time when you go and make any changes into main branch, it should deploy your application on rweave. And let's try to find it out how it works. So the moment you go back, let's say I'm on main branch now, go into the README, click on edit again, and let's try to make some changes here. And the moment you make the changes, just come back and let's check our deployment, how exactly it is going on. So it did not got that your deployment. Let me just make that commit again. So whenever you make any kind of changes, it just triggers the deployment. Sometimes if the system is not properly been updated, it might not catch it up. So as it is happening now, there must be some kind of a bug which we have to fix it up. But generally, this is how it works. You just make the commit there, like I did on the Filecoin side. You can go ahead and do the same on rweave. And if it is a bug, just raise the bug. We'll be more than happy to provide the resolution of it. And since we are into the closed beta access, we are always looking for your feedbacks. Go ahead and start providing those feedbacks. Now coming to the attachment of the domains, we currently provide your centralized domain and subdomains. One subdomain which you will get always from our side, which is called spheron.app domain. And using that domain, you can access your web application, whichever you have deployed. And apart from that, if you have your own domain, you can attach that as well. We also support Handshake, ENS, and HNS domain. So feel free to start using your decentralized domain here and start attaching your domain there as well. So, and one of the interesting fact, there are a few things which we have made very centric to the developers is, let's say if you want to set up your environment in such a way like you don't have to come and change the settings again and again, then in that case you can come and to build and deploy function here. Go and attach your repositories, install commands, or whatever commands you have, just make sure you enter them here, and that's it. That is sorted. The second thing is, like, if you have a global environment variables, if you which you want to pass into different environments, you should be able to do that. So go and select your different environments, and if you during that build time in that environment, if you want to pass a different environment variables, you can configure them as well. So there are a lot of functionalities which are there into the system, which you can go ahead and start using it. Apart from that, we would love to basically would like to also invite you to help us to test few of the features as well while you are doing everything. If you find anything which is missing, feel free to let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help you out in fixing those, and also helping you out in getting most of things done. Now, there are last few important notes here. Is if you want to go and see the documentation, there is a triple dot button here. Just go and click on that docs, and you should be able to see your entire document of ours, and you should be able to learn more about the project what we are currently building. Now coming to the notifications, so whenever you make any kind of payment kind of transactions, you will be getting those notifications here. If that payment is successful, if it is not, then why it is not, everything will come here, so that you are well informed about what is happening around the contract side. So yeah, that is all around the Spheron, and would love to see most of your web applications being hosted at Spheron, and would love to answer some of the questions as well if you have any. I can see some of the tried signing up, but it says okay. So seems you need to have NFT. Yes, we have, as I said, like we wanted to make sure like it's a gated access because it's still in beta program. We want to make sure only people who are getting the access are using it, not trying to exploit it, and we should be also able to get the feedback. So just join our Discord channel, say you have been here and listening to me, and they'll just whitelist you immediately. You can see the meeting notes here. Tried signing up, but it says I don't have beta access. Again, the same thing, just go ahead into our Discord channel. And we also have our own in ETHGlobal channel as well. We have one form which you have to fill. Just fill that up and we'll make sure we'll give you that. So let me just quickly share how you can get to our Discord channel. Is go to Spheron, click on contact. I'll share this link on our chat. So here you go. So here is our Discord channel where you can go and basically join our Discord channel as well and get whitelisted. Prakash is there. Prakash will be there. Bio will be there. There are a couple of teammates who are there to make sure you are getting those NFTs. Can't you click redeploy project? Yes, you can click redeploy project. It is there. I did that because I thought like you guys will do that. So redeploy will again help you to redeploy from the previous settings. So for example, if you have set up some last deployment, whatever you have done on the same deployment settings, it just triggers the redeploy. Is it possible to host a Spheron as in Heroku, or it's used for, as of now it is static website, but most likely once we participate in the next ETHGlobal event, we'll be coming up with the compute as well, so that we have been receiving a lot of requests around the compute, and we are onto it. Our user interface and a lot of things have been completed. There are only a few things which we are testing it out, and if you have NFTs, you will be able to test it at the earliest. So make sure you hold those NFTs and go ahead and test it out, most likely within this month end, or most likely second week of the next month. So that is when we are also introducing a compute into our platform. So we'll be more than happy to invite you as well for testing it out. So yeah, guys, these are the things. Feel free to join our channel. We are already on ETHGlobal site. We have a Discord section there. We have our own Discord channel. If you want, if somebody is not available in the team in that channel, you can just ping here, and I or any one of the team member will always be available to give you the answers or help you to host your site. And yes, one more last thing which I want to add on is we all are building, and we need your support to make sure the product which we are shipping out is very good and awesome, as most of our devs are awesome always. So let's try to focus on that, and yeah, looking forward to get more and more web applications get hosted on Filecoin, Arweave, and all the other supported chains which we are supporting currently. Is there any more questions would love to take up, or just feel free to join our channel.
Right, it seems like there's no more questions. Thanks, Prashant, for your time, and everyone. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, feel free to follow up over Discord in sponsor-Spheron, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.